Hi. I cannot see you, Anne. It's black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me check the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you are. Okay. So I can see you now. Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, loud and clear, right?
Yeah,
Right. Okay. So moving on, Anne.
yes,
We're done already discussing all about our special lesson yesterday night, and that was in preparation for your trip
yeah.
soon. Okay, in the country in Vietnam, right? I know, not in Vietnam, but in Thailand.
Thailand. Yeah,
Okay, and actually, this is in relation. Okay, this one is very timing, right? It's very
yeah,
timely. Our lesson is very timely because it's all about travel, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it's very, very timely, okay? So that you can be able to, you already know how to book a hotel, Anne, right? Yeah,
Um, yes. Um,
yes,
yes. Have not tried to book a
by
hotel
yourself.
in another countries.
Yeah,
Yes, just in the Vietnam,
just
just
in Vietnam.
inside
Yeah.
Vietnam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's okay. Actually, it's just the same, okay? Whatever would be the things that we should have to do, okay, in other countries, that would also be the same. But the problem is if but actually nowadays hotel management actually hired people who are very good when it comes to English speaking.
yeah,
Okay, yes, that's why because English is now an international language. So wherever you go, okay, wherever you go, so people might understand if you were going to speak English, right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, because that would be an international language already. Okay, so if
yeah,
you go somewhere in Taiwan, in Thailand, or maybe in the United States, okay, or in California, in United Arab Emirates, okay, in Dubai. So if you were going to book a hotel there, of course, the in charge, the receptionist would be good when it comes to speaking English, okay, because that's already a mandate,
yeah,
okay, okay. So whatever would be the things that you experience in booking a hotel in your country, that would also be the same in other country, that would
yeah,
also applicable in other country, Ann. Okay, now
yeah,
we're done already discussing all about the customer booking information, right? This one
yeah,
is very important because you can be able to see in here the your booking reference in case um, you had the problem or you might encounter a problem, okay, in the future. It's easily for you to track, okay, because the com or the travel agency would always ask for your booking
yeah.
reference, okay, so this is a
Reference.
booking reference. So if you were going to tell them your booking reference, they can be able to access your information now, okay,
Yeah,
so the name of the client and then the flight details, so you can be able to see in here the flight details. So the flight details would be from the origin, right? So this one is what we call country of origin. Okay, that means the country where you came from.
you, yeah,
Okay, so this one is country of origin. And then in here would be country of destination. Okay,
yeah,
so destination. So you can be able to see in here the the country where you were going to go. Okay?
yeah.
Okay. So this particular client, Mr. and Mrs. Carter, is from
From
L-
London.
Yes, from London. Okay. Then they will going to go to
Vancouver.
Vancouver. Okay. So Vaan. Okay. So country of origin, and then on the next side would be the country of destination. And then after that one, because they had this particular uh what is one particular particular places that we were going to visit, right?
Yeah.
So they will going to fly from June 12th, okay? And then they were going to depart there at 12:30, okay? Then they were going to arrive at 14:25 at the country of destination, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then from there, from Vancouver, Calgary, so that would be now the return details, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is their country of origin going to the country of destination, and then here from the country of destination going back to their country of origin.
Origin.
Okay? Okay, so this one is the flight details. And you can also see in here the hotel details, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then let's try to listen and answer these questions, Anne. Okay, just for a moment.
Okay.
So that would be 53. Okay.
Recording 53.
Hello, take a seat. How can I help?
We're thinking of going to Canada, to Vancouver and then to Calgary.
Yes, flying to Vancouver on June the 12th.
Okay, how many nights?
Just 8. Coming back on the 20th from Calgary.
Okay, just a moment. Yes, with Air Canada that'll be £780 per person, including all taxes.
Oh, that's better than we thought.
We were thinking 3 nights in Vancouver first, somewhere rather nice.
We have a special on at the moment with the Metropolitan. It's a lovely hotel, 4 stars.
4
You can
stars.
see it here. That's £140 a night.
Per person?
No, that's for the room. All these are per room per night, without breakfast.
Oh, yes. It certainly looks very nice.
It is. I stayed there last year. And you should definitely hire a car. It's only £30 per day for a small car. And drive to Lake Louise.
Oh, yes, we want to go there.
I recommend you stay at the Emerald Lake Lodge. It's a perfect place to explore from.
That sounds good.
Let me see. That'll be £150 per night. It's worth spending 2 nights there.
2 nights.
Yes, it's a 9-hour drive from Vancouver, so 2 nights is best. And then you can drive to Jasper, that's 4 hours. 2 nights at the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge will be £250 per night. It's expensive, but it's well worth going there. A beautiful place.
Look, a log cabin.
Yes, you get your own cabin.
And there's plenty to do in Jasper National Park, is there?
Sure, you can play golf, go hiking, and boating if you fancy that. Then you've got a 5-hour drive to Calgary. A final night somewhere like the West Inn will save money, just £74. There's enough for a day, shopping, museums, and Calgary Tower, of course. You can drop your car off at the airport and fly back at 10 in the evening.
Well, that's the kind of thing we were thinking of, isn't it, dear?
Yes, it is. Can you print out those details and we'll take a brochure?
Okay. So, what does PRPN mean? This one, Anne.
It means per person.
Okay. So, per.
Person.
Okay. So it's not yet. It's not actually per. The P in there stands for per, and then the R stands for room, and per night.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So PRPN. So it's
night.
per room per night. Okay, because we're talking about the room there, right? So the cost of the room the cost per room per night, okay, would be this one, but breakfast is not included. Okay, so
Include.
that would be
Yeah.
excluded. Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
that would be that would be the one. So per room per night. So if you happen to see this particular thing on your booking information, that means that would be per room per night. So the room, okay, the cost of the room per
Yeah.
night. Okay, that would be it.
It's
Okay,
use it's common be used
in
in another country.
yes,
In
actually,
English.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
actually, that one is English actually. So it's an abbreviation, the short form for the per room per night. Okay,
Yeah.
so other might say PRPN. So if you heard about PRPN, so that would be automatically mean per room per night. So let's say, for example, if the what is one? If the what do we call this one? This one is the
Asian.
yeah, the agent. Okay, the
Asian.
agent. Let's say, for example, the agent would say, okay, actually, we have a Metropolitan Vancouver hotels with the 4 stars in it. Okay, and the maximum payment for that PRPN would be 140 pounds per night.
Ah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that means that would be per
Per
room per night.
per
Okay,
night. Yeah.
yes, so
It's
that
very
would be it.
nice.
Yes, okay. Now, how long does it take to drive from Vancouver to Lake Louise?
Um.
Have you remember? Have you heard about uh, the the travel agent told Mr. and Mrs.
Um.
Uh,
I
Carter?
no. I don't know.
Okay, so
Miss.
actually it's 9 hours. Okay. Um,
No. Yeah.
Vancouver to Lake Louise is 9 hours. And then Lake Louise to Jasper would be 4 hours. Wow. So it's almost a day, right?
Yeah.
Because 9 hours. Okay. And then what about Jasper to Calgary? So that would be
5 hours.
hours. So that would be the hours that they will going to travel to. Okay.
Yeah.
So if your travel is just only maybe 2 nights and 3 days, so you cannot be able to go in these places, right? That's why
Yeah.
how many number of days they were going to stay there? That
8.
would be 8 days. Okay, because if we were going to sum this up, 9 plus 5, that would be 14, plus 4, that would be 18. So that would be near
A day.
near yeah, that would be more than one day, right? That would be more near 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be it, right? Because in one day that would be 12 hours. So it's near to that. So that means if you were going to sum that up, 8, then you just have to deduct 8 days minus 1 for their travel. So they will just going to spend there 7 days. Okay,
Yeah.
because the one day there is just only for traveling, right? And
Yeah.
okay, now what can you do in these places? In Jasper National Park.
Jasper.
Yes, that was mentioned. So according to what is one? According to the travel agent, okay, at the national park you can
I
play
play golf.
golf. Yeah, so you can play golf. Okay, what else? You
Hiking.
can, yes, go hiking. What else? And go boating. Okay, so you can go hiking and go boating. Okay, so these are the
Boating.
things, yes, the things that you can be able to do in Jasper National Park. What about at Calgary?
Mm, I don't
Okay,
remember
actually, in Calgary, you can go shopping. Okay,
shopping. Yeah.
yes, and you can visit museums, right? Okay, and museums, not just only museums, but you can also visit the Calgary, okay, and Calgary Tower. Okay, so these are the things that you can be able to do traveling to where? Traveling to Vancouver, Canada, right?
Yeah.
And yes, okay, because Vancouver is part of Canada. Calgary is part of Vancouver. Okay, so
Okay.
Calgary also is part of Canada, but Calgary is part of Vancouver, Canada. So the city is Canada, or the state is Canada, the city is Vancouver, and
Yeah.
that place is Calgary. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, class bonus. Okay, so if you wanted to do this one on right, half of the class are travel agents, the other half are tourists, but of course we don't have classmates in here, right?
Yeah.
So we cannot do that one anymore. Okay, okay, now moving on in here. And so speaking, so travel tips, since you are going to travel on the 26th. That's going to be on the 26th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, on the 26th of July. So it's very timely, okay? So this one is a tips. This one
Yeah.
are the tips that you can be able to do on. So speaking strategy, making recommendations. So look at the expressions below. Which can you use? A, to recommend someone does something, or
Yeah.
B, to recommend someone doesn't do something. Okay, let's try to understand them one by one. And number one, it's well worth than ing. Okay?
Yeah.
So what does it mean when you say it's well worth ing?
Uh,
Doing
um,
something, right? So
yes.
it's well worth, let's say, for example, the ing form of the verb. So it's well worth sightseeing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you
I
can also say that. So is it A or is it B?
A.
Yes. So you can recommend someone does something. It's well worth sightseeing. It's well worth
Work.
biking. It's
Yeah.
well worth boating, right? Or
Yeah.
whatever things that you do. Okay? Or it's well worth visiting museum. It's
Yeah.
well worth, let's say, picture taking, right? In the beautiful scenery of
Yeah.
Calgary Tower. So
Yeah.
that would be some recommend someone does something. What about number two?
Don't bother.
Don't bother.
I think A.
Don't
Yeah.
bother don't bother seeing something, right?
Um.
So that would be
Yes. B.
B. Okay, why?
Brother.
Recommend someone doesn't do something, like for example, oh, don't bother those uh those um those persons peddling for something.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means, oh, don't bother those beggar who's begging for something. So that
Yeah.
means You recommend someone doesn't do something. Oh, don't mind them. Okay? So that would be letter B. Next, number
Yeah.
3. Because you do not recommend someone to do that. Okay?
Yeah.
Next, number 3. You should
You
definitely blank.
A.
Yes. Okay. Because from the word itself, you should. That means you
Recommend.
recommend. Yes. So
Yeah.
you recommend that thing to someone. Number 4. It's
B.
not really worth
Yes.
leaving. Okay. It's not
Is
really
it B?
worth visiting. Okay. So that would be
B.
B. Okay. Because you want to say, if you have a friend or just like me, right? I told you, do not
Your
talk and
talk.
ride to
Talk.
talk drive,
Yeah.
right? Okay, because they will going to brought you or bring you to the jewelry shop.
Yeah.
Okay, and the jeweler there will going to let you buy something.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's not really worth. Okay. Next, I recommend that
That's
you.
is A.
Yes, that's letter A. So how are you going to say that one to a person? Okay. Oh, I went to Thailand and I could recommend you to visit the palace, the King Palace. So
Yeah.
that means because I went there, so I can recommend you that, right? It's
Yeah.
well worth sightseeing inside the palace.
Yeah.
Okay, so I recommend that one also. Oh, and you should definitely visit the ruin temple. Okay,
Yeah.
the ruin temple. So I am recommending someone or something to you. Next, letter number 6. I wouldn't blank if I were you.
Is A. I
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
Yeah. Is it B?
Yes, it's letter B. Okay. So what have you seen in here, Anne? All are negative, right?
Yeah.
Don't. Okay.
Uh,
Not,
wouldn't.
not, don't, right? So
Yeah.
all of the expressions that have not, okay, do
Yeah.
not, okay, don't, that means you don't
Don't
recommend,
recommend. Yeah.
right? Okay, number 7. I recommend
Yeah.
biking. Okay,
A.
so that would be letter
A.
A. Okay, so all of the A are positive and all of the B are negative. Why? Because not all places that you were going to visit, it's well worth, right? Because
Yeah.
sometimes, or just like in Malaysia, and when that was my first time to visit Malaysia, and we went to the Golden Buddha, the
Uh, yeah.
statue of the Golden Buddha, the biggest statue, okay, of the Golden Buddha, and there's a lot of dove. Okay, there's a lot of dove in
Dove.
there.
What's
Dove,
it?
you know what's a dove? It's a bird. Bird?
Bird.
Yeah,
A
it's a bird.
dove.
A
Yes.
dove.
Uh,
Yes.
a white bird.
Yes.
Yeah.
There would be a lot of colors. Okay, dove usually have white. Dove also has different colors. Okay, there are also
Yeah.
different colors of doves. Okay, dove one. Doves would be many. There would be a lot of them on, and then when I went there, because I do have an allergy, I have this particular rhinitis.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the birds went through our place, because they're very, what is one,
Friendly.
yeah, they're very friendly actually, especially
they
if you are eating
they try
something.
to find it to find food.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, my actually, my coworker buy something to feed them.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's why they go to our place in order for us to take picture.
Yeah.
Okay, but when
But,
when the food already done, so they flew away together, and then their feathers went to our, and then I
oh,
keep on hatching, I keep on sneezing during
yeah.
that time. Yeah, so that's the experience when I went there. That I don't
Wow.
know. Uh, Maybe I can recommend, because that would be a nice place actually. Okay,
Yeah.
because you can see a very tall Buddha in there, a golden
Yeah.
Buddha. Okay, but which I cannot recommend is to buy a pellet. You know, it's a pellet. A pellet that would be a food for the
Palette.
birds, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't recommend that one, that you should have to buy and feed them, because they will going to go to you. A lot of them actually, and they were going to go to
Yeah.
you, a lot of them. And sometimes one of my coworker has been shook something like with the
On the hen.
yeah, with the coming from their, it's the dirty thing. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, okay. So that's, I cannot recommend, okay? If
Yeah.
you were going to go to Malaysia, okay?
Yeah.
But aside from that, it's going to be a very, very what is one? It's a very good place also, okay,
Yeah.
in Asia, that you have to visit also. Have you been there?
Not
Not
yet.
yet. So this one is your first time to go abroad.
Yes.
Oh, that would be very exciting, Anne,
Mhm.
okay? So that would be it. Now, listen again to the conversation at the travel agents, then tick the expressions you hear, okay?
Yeah.
From here. So we were going to tick that one. Let's try to listen again.
Recording 53.
Hello, take a seat. How can I help?
We're thinking of going to Canada, to Vancouver and then to Calgary.
Yes, flying to Vancouver on June the 12th.
Okay, how many nights?
Just 8. Coming back on the 20th from Calgary.
Okay, just a moment. Yes, with Air Canada, that'll be £780 per person, including all taxes.
Oh, that's better than we thought.
We were thinking 3 nights in Vancouver first, somewhere rather nice.
We have a special on at the moment with the Metropolitan. It's a lovely hotel, 4 stars. You can see it here. That's £140 a night.
Per person?
No, that's for the room. All these are per room per night, without breakfast.
Oh, yes. It certainly looks very nice.
It is. I stayed there last year. And you should definitely hire a car. It's only £30 per day for a small car. And drive to Lake Louise.
Oh, yes, we want to go there.
I recommend you stay at the Emerald Lake Lodge. It's a perfect place to explore from.
That sounds good.
Let me see. That'll be £150 per night. It's worth spending 2 nights there.
2 nights.
Yes, it's a 9-hour drive from Vancouver, so 2 nights is best. And then you can drive to Jasper, that's 4 hours. 2 nights at the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge will be £250 per night. It's expensive, but it's well worth going there. A beautiful place.
Look, a log cabin.
Yes, you get your own cabin.
And there's plenty to do in Jasper National Park, is there?
Sure, you can play golf, go hiking, and boating if you fancy that. Then you've got a 5-hour drive to Calgary. A final night somewhere like the West End will save money, just £74. There's enough for a day, shopping, museums, and Calgary Tower, of course. You can drop your car off at the airport and fly back at 10 in the evening.
Well, that's the kind of thing we were thinking of, isn't it, dear?
Yes, it is. Can you print out those details and we'll take a brochure?
Okay. So actually there were three. Okay, three
Yeah.
expressions that was mentioned in there on. First, that would be
One. Sentence one. The
okay.
first A.
Yeah, actually the first
Choose.
one is you should definitely. So that would
Yeah.
be number 3. And then the second one,
It is five.
yes, number
That's
5,
five.
I recommend you. And then the last one that they mentioned would be, or that he mentioned would be,
The first sentence.
it's
Yeah.
well worth. Okay, so these are the expressions that this particular agent is recommending someone to do something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, moving on to the speak up activity on. Imagine you are in your hometown and a tourist asks you some questions. Listen and reply using your own ideas. Okay, so example on can you recommend a good place to stay? Let's say, for example, I am a foreigner, okay? And then I went to your country and then I ask you, can you recommend a good place to stay? So you may say, yes, there's a good hotel in Clarence Road. It's right in the center. I don't think it's very expensive. You could try that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so um, what is this particular response, okay, of the travel agent? Let's say, for example, can you recommend a good place to stay? This particular person is looking for a good place to stay. That means a hotel,
Hotel.
maybe, right? But actually, if you are a visitor, um, the good place, okay, that you can recommend is a hotel actually, Anne.
Yeah.
Okay? Do not recommend something that is not worth it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they will going to pay for that. So therefore, as much as possible, you have to recommend the five-star hotel
Five
in
star.
your,
Yeah.
yes, the five-star. This one is just only four-star, right? As much as
Yeah.
possible, you have to recommend the five-star hotel and restaurant in your country. If, let's say, for example, they couldn't afford to pay. Let's say if the five-star hotel is worth 250 pounds, okay, per night, so they couldn't
Yeah.
afford that one. So you can recommend another one, which is what? Which is cheaper
Um.
compared to the five-star hotel that you recommend. But if they can afford that, so well and good, right? So that would be good because they can be able to stay a very good hotel in your country. Why? Because if a visitor, okay, stayed in not so good hotel, so what would be their impression on?
Uh. They will be um complain
Yes. And
and disappointed. Yes.
disappointed. Well, they will going to complain. They will be going to be disappointed. And the worst is they will not going to come back anymore. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that would be the sad thing to know. And then the whole country will be something like, oh, I will not recommend visiting Philippines because they don't have a very good hotel in there. See?
Yeah.
Okay. So the your country will be something like will be put into negative comments already, right?
Yeah.
But actually, every country has this particular five-star hotel, and you have to give that one.
Oh
Okay?
yeah.
Yes, because Because if you will not going to recommend that one, so our country will be put into shame, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone would ask you, you can recommend something or a place to stay, okay, then you have to recommend the five-star hotel. If they don't
Yeah.
have the budget, if they cannot afford that, so go to just like this one. Okay, actually, these are the hotels, right? These are the hotels based on the recommendation
Mm.
of the travel agent, right? So
Yeah.
they can actually they can be able to choose which among the hotels in here that they can be able to stay based on their budget, right? And
Yes.
okay, because we have also here the price. Okay, so the
Yeah.
price is there already. Okay, now let's try to listen and then let's try to answer the question, Anne.
Yes.
Recording 54. A.
Can you recommend a good place to stay?
Yes. There's a
It's
good
a good hotel.
hotel
B.
Prince Road.
on Clarence
Wait,
Road.
Is it
It's
worth
right.
wait. Okay, okay. Let's try to yeah. Let's try to
It's
repeat it again.
right in the center. I don't think it's very expensive. You could try that.
Yeah. So yes, there's a good hotel in Clarence Road. It's right in the center. I don't think it's very expensive. You could try that. Okay? Oh, so
Yeah.
you recommend something and you recommend a good place to stay, right?
Yes.
Okay.
hiring a car?
Oh, let's repeat, okay? Okay, I wasn't able to hear that also. Let's repeat again.
Recording 54. A.
Can you recommend a good place to stay?
Yes. The hotel in Clarence Road is right in the center. I don't think it's very expensive. You could try that.
Yes. Question number 2.
B.
Is it worth hiring a car?
Is it worth hiring a car?
Uh, uh, is it well worth hiring a car? Uh,
Yes. Yes, okay. So you answer already the question, Anne, right? So
yeah.
it's well worth hiring a car because the question is just only, is it worth hiring a car? So
Yeah.
your answer would be, yes, it's well worth hiring a car. Or you just simply say, yes, it's well worth.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the question itself in there, is it worth hiring a car? So you don't need to
Is
repeat again, right? You don't need to repeat the what's already in the question. So you just have to directly answer the question. Is it worth hiring a car? Then you may say,
yes.
yes, it's well
It's
worth.
well worth. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So
It's well
you
worth.
don't need to mention the hiring a car again. Okay. Because it's already been there. Okay. Next.
C.
Do you know a nice place to eat?
Okay. Do you know a nice place to eat?
Yes. Uh, there are there are a lot of restaurants near the hotel, and I recommend that you can try the um, seafood restaurant. Yeah, uh,
Nice.
it's a 4-star restaurant,
Is it
and the
expensive?
food
Yeah.
not really expensive.
Wow.
The
Okay.
food is fresh and delicious. Yeah.
So it's just near the hotel.
Um, you can go there on foot.
Oh,
Just
so I just have to walk. No need to
yeah,
ride.
yeah, just 15 minutes.
15 minutes walk.
15
Wow.
minutes walk.
Walk.
Yeah,
Okay. So that would be nice. Okay. So I will try that one later. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Next. Oh, very good, huh? So you can be able to recommend now. Oh, let's say for example, if you are there already in Thailand and one of your colleague would say, "Oh, where we can go." But of
yeah,
course, but of course, you are not a travel agent. So maybe you have to ask someone there, right?
yeah.
Oh, what do you think would be the expression that you would like to ask Anne when you go or when you are already there in Thailand? Let's say you are in but actually you pay for the travel agent, right?
Yeah.
So you
Uh,
don't need for you to discover, right? Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't need for you to ask, right? Or you can ask actually, and if you are there already, just like me, when I was there in Thailand, actually I asked this particular because I like
Food.
yes, I like their rice. So they call
Right.
that one a sticky rice. Even
Yeah.
though you will not going to eat something, a fish or whatsoever, it's just only a rice. It's very delicious actually, Anne. And I
Yeah.
like that. So I asked that one, where did they get that particular rice? And they told me, of course, it's just a plant. Okay, it's a plant. We planted. Okay, we plant. It's just the normal rice actually, but it's a sticky rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I I remember Thailand is the country that um land and what go less food um
Yeah.
but buy food out of the country largest amount the largest amount in the world, and the Vietnam is the second country. Yeah,
Mm.
and in Philippines, it does uh, it is um it is that rice is the main food in
Crops. Okay.
in each meal.
Yeah, actually, in the Philippines, yes, actually, our farmers in here, the main crops, okay, in the Philippines would be yes, it's rice, and then
Yeah.
second would be coconut, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so these are the main crops in here in the Philippines. And then after that one, we have also the so-called sugar cane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
number one is rice, okay, because we have rice productions here in the Philippines, and then we also produces coconut, and we also what is one export rice
Export.
and coconut
Yeah.
also, and especially sugarcane because we have here in the Philippines we have our own also factory making sugar out of the sugarcane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So what about in Vietnam? What is your main crops also?
I don't know. I think the
Okay.
main crop is rice. Um,
Of
After
course, you
that,
have also
I
coconut,
think a
right?
lot of coconut too.
Yes,
I
actually,
think a
because
lot of a
yes,
lot.
Anne.
Yeah.
Actually I studied Vietnam, okay? I was
Coconut
fascinated. I
too.
was fascinated with the culture of Vietnam and I studied Vietnam, and actually in Vietnam, you are making different kinds of oil using the coconut
Yeah.
juice. Okay, coconut
Mm.
juice. You export that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And
So
sugar cane too.
yes,
Yeah.
actually, I
I
yes, I heard that you have also a lot of factories when it comes to sugar, and you are exporting also, making sugar. It has what is one? Like a no no a powdered sugar, and there's also a sugar that is in a coconut shell. Okay.
oh,
Yeah, and yes, I have seen that one.
coconut shell. Yeah.
Yeah, making sugar out of sugar cane, right? And then they put that one in a coconut shell. Okay,
Yeah.
that particular sugar, it's a bar sugar, and there's also a powdered sugar. So you have
Yeah.
different kinds of products, and the coconut also.
Yes.
Um,
A lot
okay.
of product to expose,
Yes,
but
and
I don't know the man.
yeah,
yeah.
one
And,
thing more, Anne, when you go to Vietnam or when you go to Thailand, you can taste their mango, who are
mango.
very,
Yeah.
very sweet, and then the tamarind. You know what's the tamarind? Tamarind.
I don't know. Let's
Okay. I have to show you a tamarind, huh? The picture of a tamarind. Actually, tamarind is very, very sour. Okay?
I know
Oh,
that
you know it
tamarind.
already,
Yes,
right?
I very like
It's
that.
very sour. You like that?
Yes. Um,
Really?
tamarind from Thailand is very good. Yes.
Very
It
sweet.
it is
It's
sweet. Sweet.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
actually,
Vietnam, very sour.
yes, also in the Philippines, it's very sour. That's why I don't like. I don't like to eat
yeah.
tamarind. Even it's okay, actually a tamarind when it's not yet ripe, it's green and something like that, right? There's it's like this, right? When you do like that, right? So that one is a tamarind, right? You can
yeah.
also do like that, okay? If this one is not ripe, see it's green, so it's very sour. But if it is ripe, so the
Yeah.
tamarind shell will be
Brown.
broken, and you can eat the inside, right?
Yeah.
And it's sour. Okay, it's still sour, but in Vietnam, and um, I was fascinated because that would be the first time that I've eaten a sweet tamarind.
yeah.
Even if it's not ripe, and even it's green,
Oh
it's
yeah.
sweet. How much more if it is the ripe one? So our principal actually don't like also to eat tamarind, okay, because it's sour, right? But when we were there in Thailand, every night when we go to Talan market, night
So it's
market,
smoldering every night.
yes, we
Yeah.
bought tamarind and eat.
Yes. And
Yes.
did you buy and bring and
No.
bring
Here in the
to
Philippines,
Philippines?
no.
No.
No. I didn't buy because um I don't know, because maybe it's just only to be sold during the night. I don't know, in the morning.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we weren't able to buy because we bought yeah, it's just only the candy that's already in the
Yeah.
plastic. Okay, the process already, but the tamarind, the fresh tamarind, we weren't able to buy that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe if you are there already in Thailand, you can buy that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know durian. I,
Durian,
do
yes.
you like durian?
I don't eat durian.
You can eat,
Yes, I
yeah.
can't. I can't eat durian because the
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 taste is
the
good.
smell,
The
yeah.
taste is good, but the
But the
smell,
smell, yeah,
cannot. I cannot sustain eating durian. But
yeah,
the durian candy, because we do have also a lot of durian here in the Philippines. So the durian candy is good. Okay,
yeah,
I eat that one. But the fruit itself, I can't take it.
yeah.
What about you? Are you
Yes, I
do?
very like durian.
Ah, really?
Yes, and in this
The
this
fresh, yeah.
time,
Yes.
yes, this time either um maybe next 1 or 2 months, either harvest
Oh,
of
durian
of
harvest
the
here there.
durian. Yes,
Oh,
and I'm waiting to
oh,
enjoy it.
really?
Yeah, but actually, durian when you eat durian, it's very hard. You
Yes.
know, if I eat
Small amount.
yes,
The whole durian.
oh no, uh, just uh, a bit,
Yeah,
less.
just the one durian, okay?
Yes,
The
you can. I can have at next
yes.
tomorrow. Yeah, it's very hard.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
because it can actually trigger to have this particular, I don't know, you were going to have palpitations. Yeah, because there would be a lot of vitamins and minerals actually. But if it is too much, it's not good, right?
And
Okay.
you can in Philippines.
Yes.
There are there durian.
Yes, we do have so many durian in here.
But
Yeah,
you can
but
eat. Yeah.
okay, but all of us, including my family, don't like eating durian.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
because we don't like the smell actually.
Yeah.
Okay, and the guava actually there on, okay, in Vietnam. Okay, it's going to be very big, their guava.
Oh, guava.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be very big, and it's also sweet. Okay,
Yeah.
why? Because when we went to their farm on, I have seen there on their farm, let's say for example, if this one is, there's a land in here, they plant something in here, okay? And water. So this one is water, okay? Water, okay,
Yeah.
water. And then another land plant here, okay? Plant, 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 and then water,
Just a
water, and then
just a
another.
canoe.
Yes,
Canoe of
yes,
water.
yes. There's a canal, there's a land, there's a canal, there's a land, there's a canal, there's a land. So they planted in there. That's why, as you can see, their plant in there are so very, very, what is one, very, very good when it comes to, because there's a water, right? So
Yeah.
no need for the Thailander to water their plant. Why? Because the roots of that plant will absorb the water in there,
Yeah.
right? And so they have this particular technique when it comes
Yeah.
to planting. And
Yeah.
when we saw a lot of coconut plantation, okay, all of that would be coconut. So coconut water, coconut water, coconut. So it's going to be aligned
Yeah.
together. And their coconut there on is very small, but a lot
Of
of
fruit.
fruits.
Yeah.
Yes. You cannot climb. You will not going to climb. You just
Oh.
have to harvest that one.
The tea, the coconut tea is very short.
It's, yeah, we call
Uh,
that one as dwarf coconut. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's dwarf coconut. You don't need, just like here in the Philippines, our coconut is very, very tall.
Yeah.
So our farmers in here keeps on going up in order to
Yeah.
get the fruit. Okay. But in Thailand,
Yeah.
you can see there that that's the land, so the fruits are there.
Yeah.
Okay. So no need for you to go up. Yes, that's why I appreciate their way of farming in Thailand.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope you can also visit, because when you were going to go to their um, river market,
Yeah.
I don't know if you were going to include that one in your itinerary.
Yes.
Okay, we call this one as the river market in Thailand. Okay, let me see, huh? So yeah, it's there here, Anne.
Near.
Uh,
Yes.
this
Near
one.
there. Yes.
Yes. Okay, look at this one, huh? I have to share this one to you. This one is actually it's the place where we ride a boat here.
Yes.
Okay, this one. Okay, this one is the place, Anne.
Yes.
Okay, so you will,
Very nice.
yeah, actually, it's very nice, but the water is not nice. The water is not nice, okay? And it's going to be something, if you don't know, actually, our principal was scared, okay? Was scared because that would be the first time that he ride a canoe or
Canoe.
yeah,
It's
yes,
it's not like canoe, right?
yeah,
Oh,
this one, yeah,
oh, this is
yeah,
canoe.
it's a boat, it's a canoe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so this one is a small boat, right? So that would be the first time that our principal rode in there, so that's why he's very scared.
Yeah.
Okay. And according to him, what if this particular boat will going to sink? So I don't know how to swim, according to him. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, in Vietnam, we several province. We
Yes.
also have drivers market too.
It's they call this one as floating market, actually, Anne.
Yeah, floating
Yeah.
market in
Oh,
Vietnam.
really?
Yes, but I am still I have not experience in Vietnam.
Mm,
Yes,
okay.
maybe I will try in Thailand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in Thailand. Yeah, this
the
one is the place where we go actually. This is the whatever would be the picture, that would also be the same picture. Actually, this one is a floating building. Okay, there down
yeah,
is a water on. So they put up there a building, and then down there is a water.
yes, and I
Okay.
think the water here often in pollution. Uh,
Yes, it's very polluted
because
actually.
I think the market,
Smells something.
uh, yes, the market on the surface and the people will throw anything.
Yes,
Yes,
actually. Oh, look at this one, Anne. We experienced this one. It's going to be very traffic in this particular time. Okay,
yeah,
especially if there would be a lot of foreigners. Oh, you can actually it's going to be what is one? It's exciting because some of this particular boat will just going to bang each other. Yeah, bang each other and then bang each other.
yeah.
Okay,
You
so
can jump.
Yes,
this
but
boat
look at
to another.
this.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, they're selling a lot of fruits and you
Yeah.
can buy in there, and their fruits are very, very sweet, actually. I like their fruits, actually.
Yes.
Okay. If I will be given a chance to go there, I will go in Thailand once more. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I like the tamarind.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like the tamarind actually. Okay, so Anne, I guess we're done with this one. So we'll see each other again next week, right?
Yes.
No,
Next
no,
week.
no. No. That would be because yeah, when will you going to continue? You will be
Next
traveling on the
next week.
26th, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Um,
there's still 1 week. So that would be on Tuesday. So we're going to
yes.
have a class on the 18, 19, and 20, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then we have to
Then
continue also 24 and
10,
25.
25.
Can
Just 25, not 24.
Yeah, 20. No,
Before
no. We have 20,
24 in
just only
Monday.
20. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So
Yes.
25. So we can see at least 4 days, okay, before
Yes.
you have to travel. Then right after that, we have to see in August, right?
Yes.
After that one. Okay, so we still have one, two, three, four
Oh.
meetings before your visit. And then you have to tell me on
What did
August,
yeah?
yeah,
What did
you
I
have to
do?
tell me your experience in Vietnam. Take a
Yes.
lot of pictures, Anne, okay?
Yes.
Take a
And
lot of
how
pictures.
can I share my picture? Maybe I share on um that I send you the picture before the class.
Oh no, you just have to you just have to share it to me, okay?
Yeah.
No need to send to me the pictures, and during our class you just have to share it to me, right? Maybe you have
Yes.
to put that one in all one folder, and then you just have to share that pictures to me, okay? And then tell me what picture would be that one, okay? I hope you can
Yeah.
visit also the Royal Palace,
Yes.
the King's Palace, because that would be a one of a kind experience, and aside from their night market, but we enjoyed a lot in the Talan night market
Yeah.
if you do have a lot of money, okay? Because there would be a lot of food, especially during the night, and
Yes.
because their market there is 24 hours. They're open in the night, but not in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Very
Talan
nice.
market. Yeah, so they call that one as night market because they just open that one in the night, but not in the morning they're closed.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you have to prepare a lot of money because, but they're not expensive actually.
Yes.
They have also exotic food. If you wanted to try exotic food, they have crocodile. Okay, they have snakes. Okay, but
Yeah.
I'm not eating all of those.
No.
They
Yeah.
have also rats. Okay.
No. I I don't want to try that.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Insect, right? An
Insects. Yeah.
animal. Yes,
Yes,
I
they have a
will.
lot. They
Yes.
have a lot. Exotic food you can see in there on grilled crocodile. You can see in there. Actually, it smells good. Okay, the
Yeah.
smells is good, but according to my colleagues, would you like to try? According to our principal, would you like to try eating
Oh,
crocodile? Uh,
I try crocodile
Already
one,
once?
yes, in Vietnam.
How how
Yeah.
how is the taste? Is it good?
Um, I think it's in
It's
normal.
just also meat. It's also meat according to them, right? It's just
Yes.
it tastes chicken. I
Um,
don't know how true is that.
I don't have any impress because I
Uh-huh.
think it's not very good
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
maybe like a steam fish.
Asti. Okay.
Yes. Um, they they grill. Oh, on the they grill
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on the heat on the
Yes.
fryer,
Yeah.
and we we eat crocodile like a fish, a fish.
Okay.
Yes, we use with vegetable and sticky rice paper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. In Vietnam, there would be a lot of actually it's big crocodile. Okay, it's going to be a big crocodile. So you can just order in there, okay, if you want. Okay, so that would be it, Anne. So thank you so
Yeah.
much for your time. We'll see each other again next week, okay?
Yes. Goodbye,
Okay, bye
teacher, and have
bye.
a nice
Bye
day.
bye. Have a good night, okay?
Have a
Bye
good night. Yeah.
bye. Okay, and have a blessed Friday for tomorrow, okay? Bye bye.
Yes. Bye.
Yeah, bye.